LeBron James isn't chasing rings. He's the force that makes championships follow him. A shocking declaration puts Philadelphia's new superteam under the spotlight. But with 3 ball-dominant stars and massive pressure ahead, will sacrifice create a dynasty or destroy the dream?
Health, Bobby, though, is always going to play a role here. Aside from that, if you assume health here, what is the one factor that is the most important for Philly to get a title?
Well, I think it's sacrifice. I think anytime you potentially could put a great team together, at least on paper right now, it's going to be the sacrifice part. And that means on offense. When you look at Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, and Jaylen Brown, 3 players last season that ranked in the top 25 in usage rate. So certainly the ball is going to be in all 3 of their hands. And then you add VJ Edgecombe to the mix and LeBron James. I think, Randy, the beauty of it is that last season, at least for the last couple months of the season in Los Angeles, I don't want to say took a back seat to Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves, but certainly LeBron's role changed dramatically here. And I would think certainly having already done that, I think this group will sacrifice for the ultimate goal to win a championship in Philadelphia.
Take that type of argument about the quote-unquote ring chasing that he does, that, again, everybody is ring chasing.
But you're not ring chasing when you're the guy that creates the rings.
Yes.
Like, go back in NBA sports history. It's not about what team the guy is on. It's about what team. It's about where he is, not the city or the team.
Yeah.
So, Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he didn't chase rings. Where he went, the rings followed.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
So it's the same. Like when you look at the history of all of the greats, it's where they are that the rings go. It's not the other way around. It's not like a ring is sitting in Philadelphia and he's going to chase it. His addition will increase the chances of them getting it. Yeah, they look good on paper without him, but they may not win it without him either. And they could also come up short with him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to come clean for the first time in my 40-year career in the media. I've been resisting it, but I think I have to finally, with this decision by LeBron James, I am going to officially declare him as the GOAT. Goes on another team, not the greatest of all time. He is the GOAT. Goes on another team. Here is LeBron James at the end of his career turning into a journeyman who will go anywhere and will work for food, will work for my God. That's where LeBron James is now, where can't stay in L.A. and take a pay cut, right, to stick along with the team, but I'll go anywhere and I'll take a big-time haircut, veterans minimum, to be a third or fourth option where all the other guys who are there, Jaylen Brown, right? You got Maxey, you got Embiid. Like, there are people there. Like, it's not just a LeBron story, no matter what happens there, obviously. So it's kind of weird to see that this is where LeBron is going to end it. LeBron, is it really a surprise? No. There was a BS story about, it's about the family and this and that. Philadelphia is not about the family.
Not at all. That part, that shocked me a little bit more.
That story didn't make any sense, okay? Because he could have stayed here. I'm pretty sure with the Lakers for $4 million. I'm pretty sure that they would say, all right, we'll take you for $4 million, not for $50 million. And then the whole idea is that LeBron is officially, and I guess it's always been the case, just a ring chaser. He's the ultimate ring chaser, and you got to look at it and go, how it's just pathetic. And it's pathetic from this standpoint, Kelvin. I'm serious. Mm-hmm. Even if they win, just say they win. It's not going to be because of LeBron. There's going to be because of other players on that team as well. Sure, they'll say, hey, LeBron, we got a part of this again. But it's just not going to feel the same or change people's minds, because I think people are going to look at it and just say, LeBron was just looking at high and low to try to secure another ring to try to convince people? Because here's the thing, and this is out of New York. Craig Carton from WFAN in New York, he's reporting on his radio show, Kelvin, that he went to the New York Knicks. And they said, thank you, but no thank you, that they turned down LeBron and Philadelphia's his second choice.
LeBron James is not chasing championships anymore. He is creating the situations where championships become possible. At 41 years old, when most superstars are thinking about retirement, LeBron James has made one of the most dangerous moves of his career. Philadelphia already had the foundation of a championship contender. Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown, 3 elite players capable of carrying an offense. And now they add the greatest player of this generation. But this move creates a question that could decide everything. Will LeBron James complete the ultimate championship puzzle, or will this super team collapse under its own weight? Because talent is not the problem. The Sixers have enough talent. The problem is something much harder. Sacrifice. And when you put together 4 superstar-level players, sacrifice becomes the difference between a championship parade and another forgotten experiment. And that brings us to the biggest challenge waiting in Philadelphia. The biggest challenge for Philadelphia is simple. There is only one basketball. Last season, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and Jaylen Brown all ranked inside the NBA's top 25 in usage rate. That means these players were among the league leaders in controlling possessions, creating shots, and carrying offensive responsibility. They are not role players. They are not waiting in the corner. They are stars who are used to being the reason their teams win. Now add LeBron James, a player who has controlled offenses for more than 20 years. A player who has averaged over 27 points per game throughout his career. A player who has built his legacy with the ball in his hands during the biggest moments. This is where the championship dream becomes complicated. Because someone has to give something up. Maybe it is fewer shots. Maybe it is fewer possessions. Maybe it is accepting a smaller role. But LeBron has already shown he understands this stage of his career. During his final months with the Lakers, his role changed as Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves became bigger parts of the offense. LeBron did not fight the adjustment. He adapted. And that could be the biggest reason this Philadelphia experiment has a chance. Because this version of LeBron is no longer trying to prove he can dominate everything. He is trying to prove he can win with anything. But the next question is the one that has followed LeBron his entire career. Whenever LeBron joins another contender, the same criticism returns. LeBron is ring chasing. But is that really the complete story? Because every great player in NBA history wanted championships. Every legend chased greatness. The difference is this. Some players join great situations. LeBron James has often created them. When he went to Miami, expectations changed immediately. When he returned to Cleveland, a championship drought ended. When he joined the Lakers, Los Angeles became a title contender. Championships do not follow a location. They follow impact. That is why the Philadelphia situation is so fascinating. The Sixers were already dangerous before LeBron arrived. But his presence changes the entire equation. He brings experience. He brings leadership. He brings the pressure of someone who has played in more than 280 playoff games. But there is also a dangerous side. If Philadelphia wins, critics will say, LeBron needed another super team. If Philadelphia fails, critics will say, he created another failed experiment. Either way, the spotlight will be brighter than ever. And that pressure leads to the strangest part of this entire story. For the first time in his career, LeBron James is entering a situation where he is not automatically the center of everything. And that is what makes this move so surprising. A player who has earned hundreds of millions of dollars. A player who could still demand a major role.
Instead, he reportedly accepted a veteran minimum contract to chase another championship opportunity.
That decision created two completely different reactions. Some believe this proves LeBron is obsessed with adding another ring to his legacy. Others believe it proves something even greater, that he cares more about winning than control. Because at this stage, LeBron is not trying to become the face of a franchise. He is trying to become the final piece of one. Philadelphia does not need him to be the entire system. They need him to be the player who makes the system work. But history has shown that super teams are fragile. The Golden State experiment, the Brooklyn experiment, the countless teams that looked unstoppable on paper but failed when reality arrived. Because championships are not built with names. They are built with chemistry. This is why LeBron James joining Philadelphia is one of the biggest stories in basketball. Not because of his talent. We already know what he can do. The real question is whether four superstars can sacrifice enough to become one team. If Embiid accepts change, if Maxey continues to grow, if Jaylen Brown embraces the challenge, and if LeBron leads instead of controls, Philadelphia could become one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA. But if the sacrifice never happens, the same star power that creates excitement could become the reason everything falls apart. Because the final chapter of LeBron James' career will not be judged only by points, assists, or championships. It will be judged by one question. It will be judged by one question. Could the greatest superstar of his generation convince other superstars to put everything aside for one final mission? Because this is no longer just LeBron chasing a ring. This is LeBron trying to prove that greatness can still unite an entire team. And now, the entire NBA is watching.
Yo, mic check 1 to 2, -1, -2. Game over for this video, folks. Smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to stay in the huddle for more. This is NFL Madness, bringing the heat and signing out